Hey guys, it's Raythe, and I am here to answer a few more of your awesome questions. These questions were categorized in sort of like about the site and about what's going on with the stories. So the first question is, what are you planning to do with your older completed books like Draken or Ghost Neo Tokyo? My answer? Nothing. They will stay on the site as they always have. I assume the person who asked was hoping that I package them up and sell them individually, but I don't do that with the serials. The serials are not meant to be read that way, really, and it's just not a plan. So they'll stay on the site, so don't worry if you want to read them. They're never going away. Question. Are you going to put Merman 2 on audio as well, hopefully with the same wonderful narrator? I was also wondering if you could put Sanctuary, Ghost Half, Winter's Haven Country Club on audio as well. I want to sort of say to this person, I totally understand. I love audio, and I would love to have every single serial done in audio. Everything it's awesome. It's a completely different experience. But the answer to your question is no. The cost, unless it's me doing it and Kat donating her time, is prohibitive. I pay about $225 per finished hour for audio, and sometimes that's even low for what they charge. So you times that out and you realize that those huge serials, it would just be way cost prohibitive. Especially since I would, of course, include them with the membership. I mean, that would be my idea. We don't do that with the audios now because of the cost, and they have to be exclusive to Audible for 7 years. Also, Chris Patton, who did the Merman series, has so much on his plate. He is an anime actor, and he also is directing, and he did just a bunch of things for Disney. So his schedule just does not permit him to be doing a lot of audio anymore. Just so you know, we have a new guy who's really awesome called Matt Haynes. I really hope that you guys enjoy him. Okay, so next question is, which of your stories would you like to see become a movie, TV show, stage play, or YouTube series? Who would you cast if it were up to you, and who would you want to direct it? Oh my God, I wish The Fell could be made into a series like Game of Thrones. Would that not be the best? But we all know that will never happen. I don't even know who I would choose for the actors because I honestly have such strong visions of who these characters are in my head that I can't picture known actors in these roles. So you guys really need to tell me what you think. The Artifact actually got some interest from a big-time producer a couple years back. It didn't go anywhere, which most don't go anywhere, but it was exciting to consider. And I actually was surprised because I was like, okay, it's a gay romance with, snake creatures. Really? He's going to do it as a gay romance? But after talking to some people in the industry, a lot of these guys, what they do is they might make a quote-unquote straight version, but they also, to fund a later gay version that they really want to do, which I had no idea about. And I was like, wow, all right. So that was really interesting. Raythe Reign in the future, as part of my goals in life, is actually for us to do live acting, like webisodes, like us to do our own little series and see if that gets any interest from you guys and more people out there. And if we can, make some money doing that too. Wouldn't that be awesome? That's in the future though. Okay, so the next question is, how many members are there on Raythe Reign? I really have no clue. I only see those who comment. But if it's private information you prefer not to share, it's okay. No, it's not at all private, and I totally understand why people have no idea about the amount of users because, only a fraction of a fraction actually comment, which is totally fine, by the way. I love you guys. So to answer your question, it's over 1,400, and we're growing every day, and we're going to get bigger and bigger, we hope. But it's a pretty big group that's on there reading with you. And I can see when I put up a chapter, the hits it starts getting, and I'm like, oh, people are waiting and getting on. So you are not reading alone. There's a lot of you. Is there any chance your published books will be translated into other languages someday? In French? I actually had offers to translate some of the material into French. And the reason we haven't is because I can't trust that this company is doing a good job in the translation. That's one part. The second part is there's something called moral rights, especially in Europe, which I am not keen on. Basically, the translator gets some kind of rights to the work, and I don't want that to me. This IP is my IP. And there's also other legal stuff that makes me leery right now of working with a lot of these overseas companies, because really they want to oftentimes just take all the profit while you've done all the work. And they do a translation that, can cost a few $1,000s, but they want to continue to basically bring in the money. So my thought is that I will eventually hire translators myself and translate those books into other languages. But right now, no. But I'm always glad to hear that people are interested. What is your opinion of people who write fan fiction based on your stories? My answer is I think it's great, and I'm all for it, because it shows the love of the original work and draws people to the original work. I mean, that's what really savvy authors and IP owners know, is that fan fiction makes people interested in the original work. It's really to honor the original work, so long as it stays fan fiction. And there have been very big examples where that is not the case, where we've seen people filing off serial numbers and using the original work to springboard basically their fan fiction to another original work and make money off of it. 50 Shades of Grey. You guys know what I'm talking about. We've also, as those of you who've been long-term members, have seen that we've had problems with people plagiarizing the story. Basically, they take the story as it is, they post it on Wattpad or fanfiction.net. If they make any changes at all, it's, minimal. And they try to claim this is fan fiction, but they don't even claim it, what it really relates to, which is sort of odd. So I love people who write true fan fiction in the honoring sense of fan fiction. I'm all for it, and I want to encourage it hugely. But I guess those things have sort of burned me, so I understand how some authors aren't good with it. Did you ever expect to create a following of dedicated readers, and do you expect it to expand? I have always believed, and in the beginning, this really was delusional, especially when I had like 3 members, one of whom was a friend of an artist, another one was a pity sub, and the third one, who is still a member today, and I love her, and she knows who she is, was the one person that I wasn't friends with or anything else. And she came, and her subscription made me believe that maybe I wasn't completely delusional. It really was a crazy idea back then. It's still a crazy idea now with all the choices we have, which are far more than when I began. Because the whole thing is, give me your $9.95 a month, and I'm going to tell you 5 stories, and you have to believe that I'm going to both continue them, that they're going to be good, and then I'll finish them. And when I began Raythe Reign, there was a particular author, whose name shall not be mentioned, who took people's money and never produced anything at all. She had a huge cult of personality. She tried to rope Raythe Reign into her machinations, tried to use what I was doing, even though honestly I was no one back then. I'm still no one now, but and I was really entering a space that she had poisoned. I mean, this was a weird business model to begin with, and here there hadn't been exactly a good example out there. Raythe Reign's one of the last, and I hope you guys think that it's something that you're happy that you support, because I am certainly honored by it. And everybody I've been able to hire on, what really has always surprised me is that, quite frankly, the hiring of people, especially the talented artists, Jeremy, Kat, and Mathia, and Olive, has really been such a worthwhile part of it, as much as just writing for you guys. So we are growing. We have continued to grow since the first day, and we intend to get a lot bigger if possible. But like you guys know, we have problems advertising. It's a really weird product. People are like, I don't know if I trust you. Who are you? And Raythe Reign sounds weird. So we have a lot of things to get over with. But I truly believe that when people read the stories, if that's their thing, they're going to sign up. If we can just convince them that we're not too weird, or we're weird in the right way, because we definitely are weird. All right, well, that's it for this Ask Me Anything. You guys, your questions are fantastic, and there's still so many more to answer. But if you have any questions related to what I just talked about or more that you'd like to know, please put them in the comments, and I'll absolutely respond to them. Take care. Bye.